All right, I have received at least 12 questions, maybe it was 10. I thought it was 12 questions around how do I recall my dog? How do I do the perfect recall? How do I teach my dog to come back to me? All the different variations on basically recalling your dog. One thing I am doing with one of my clients right now who has great precision obedience with his young Malinois, when he's teaching the dog to do a down stay, to do a recall, to do a sit or down from distance or close proximity, or even a focused heel. All of that works within the context of focus, when the dog is focused on either the food reward or the toy reward, which is a prey item, in his case a ball or a tug, right? It's much more difficult to get a spontaneous, perfect recall when you're just out about in the wild. If you're out in an open field or park area like this, and you don't have the focus of your dog, the great, perfect focus of your dog, then more often than not, it's going to be very difficult for you to become the bigger distraction than all those other distractions around you. So I like to call it training the spontaneous recall. And the best way to do that is a long line, not one of the retractables, but this is one of the rare instances where you can use a retractable leash, as long as there isn't constant pressure on the dog. So I would let out a lot of line and let the dog run around to teach the dog the initial spontaneous recall. And what I would do is I wouldn't feed the dog the night before or that morning. I would go out relatively early in the day, and I would have super high value treats in my pocket, right? And I would spontaneously call the dog to me, reward with a high value treat, do it several times, just change directions, walk around the park. Then I would actually make it more difficult, and I would go to near proximity to where there are high instigating factors to become distractions, such as other dogs, a tree for a dog to smell, signposts, you name it, whatever, traffic. Obviously the dog is still tethered, and I would let the dog become distracted by something. In the case of my client, we did it with chickens the other day, and as soon as the dog auto-corrected once, so the dog's on a prong collar and a long line, and the dog ran off, auto-corrected, all he did was hold the line. The dog auto-corrected, and immediately we called the dog back to us without getting mad at the dog for breaking the, just the kind of the proximity radius of which we were in, running after the chickens. We didn't get mad, we didn't scream at the dog. The natural human reaction is, hey, come back here. We don't do that. We always keep it happy and encouraging, and we encourage the dog to come back to us, high value reward. Every single time you call your dog back to you, high value reward, praise, food, toy, whatever it may be, it's a party. That's how you get your dog to want to come back to you spontaneously, and to want to come back to you as soon as they hear the H of the here, right? And that's what we want. So go ahead and practice that. Leave me your comments. I can go ahead and answer more specifics. Like and share, and go check out thebeacondog.com.